News today that Tyson Fawcett has been announced again for the Manchester Storm for this mini-series. Tyson, we've kept in contact over the summer months and this whole lockdown period, just chatting there, pumped and ready to go, eh?
Oh yeah, super excited. I mean, it's been a crazy and wild year, but I've been keeping ready, and I just want to get back on the ice. I'm super excited.
I noticed we've both gone for the hat look. I've got a bit of flow kicking out the back. You've got certainly a good flow going there.
I know you get the early stages where you don't have to see anyone too much, so you're not too worried about the weird stages when you're trying to grow it out. So I just been I went for the longer look. I actually trimmed it up like probably a couple weeks ago. It was pretty long, but I just kind of growing it out, letting the flow grow a little bit and having fun with it.
Nice. I mean, what's it been like over there? I guess frustrating, on-off start, possibly the season's going to go, then it's not going to go. But you must be, looking forward to this mini-series. At least it's going to get you back on the ice.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I had a couple options that fell through in North America over because the teams didn't go ahead in the East Coast League. So I was like kind of back and forth. I never really knew what I was going to do. And then I've been in contact with Finner like 3 or 4 separate times. They thought it was going to go and it's not going to go. So it's kind of a little bit of a roller coaster over here like that way, but I've been just kind of keeping ready, and I'm ready to go, and I'm excited looking back getting on the ice. And just with all the quarantine stuff over here, it's been crazy. Even it's been the same way here. You've been closed, and it's been open, and it's been closed, then you kind of get back on the ice, and then they shut the rinks down again. So it's been kind of, I'm just looking forward to get back over there and just get back on the ice and have some fun again.
How tough has it been, Tyson? Because we've seen, a couple of the guys from the Storm last year did manage to pick up some contracts, but as you alluded to there, it's only a few teams in the ECHL which are going, so that must have been really tough as well.
Yeah, definitely. My plan was kind of to go back over there, but also I'm a veteran now over there. I've played over like 300 games, so you're only allowed 4 of those on a team. So it kind of limits the spots already. And then now that, all the other teams kind of dropped out, and then now there's only, I don't know how many teams, I think like 9 or 10 teams playing. So your spots kind of limit out, and a lot of the veteran guys have been there for a long time. So nothing worked out in that sense. So I was just kind of kept training, just ready to go if something came up. But obviously this came up. I'm super excited. This was my first option to obviously go back to Manchester. I loved it. I love playing for Ryan, so it's been great. I'm so excited to come back.
But what was it that what was it that drew you back to Manchester? I know we spoke last summer, I think, when we announced that Ryan had re-signed him for any seasons that were coming up. You've always been a part of his plans, but what was it that persuaded you to come back to Manchester?
I think it was honestly like a lot of things. Number one, like hockey-wise, Finner, he treated me well, and I liked how I was treated, and I love playing for him. He's like one of my favorite coaches I've played for. And in pro hockey, it's kind of, you don't always get that in your back pocket. You always are either if you don't have a guy you like, or you don't see eye to eye. So it was really nice to have. It was kind of a relief, and was treated really well. And I know obviously it's based on performance, and you got to perform. So I just like what he brought to the table, and he's just a good straight up guy with me. And then obviously the fans and the city, I fell in love with the city kind of. I honestly didn't know what to expect. I'd never been to Europe before. When I first got over there, I was like really kind of in awe a little bit. I was like, like not really comfortable too much for the first month. And then all of a sudden I fell in love with it. The fans are great. The rink, even the rink, when I showed up, I'm like, I don't know like how this is going to be. You play in some pretty nice rinks, and then then it was like one of my favorite rinks because the fans are right on top of you. It's loud, and I just fell in love in the city. There's lots to do. People are nice there. I just fell in love with it. A little bit of a comfort level there, and I'm so excited to be back, and I wouldn't go anywhere else. So
it must be nice to come back knowing, because I think a lot of people who might think that you're quite an outgoing guy, we'd be seeing you doing that celebration the first game, but you're actually quite a shy guy until you get to know people and you come out. And coming back this time, having gone through that already, we expect to see the outgoing Tyson straight from day one.
Yeah, no, I just kind of go with the flow, and I'm pretty outgoing once you get to know me. But around new people, I kind of I just pick and choose who I trust kind of thing. So I just kind of go with the flow, and be kind of mild mannered, but when when you get to know me, I'm a little wild one, that's for sure.
Let's have a look towards this this series that's coming up. It's I've said it to a lot of the guys. Obviously, it's a unique situation, but pretty exciting. Have you been following at home the whole draft system? And obviously, it's going to be a bit of a different makeup to the roster this year.
Yeah, I kind of followed it a little bit. I didn't know too much of the details, how it was working, and because I just knew like there's protected lists coming out, and I didn't know, like, I guess that was for British players. And then I was talking to Finner a bit, and he said they were having a draft, and I wasn't sure like if it's like import draft or it was for British people. So he's like, no, it's just for like the British players. So I mean, I've talked to a couple people, and they've all like really excited about the draft. They thought we did really well. And I know some of the names, and there's some good British players there. So I'm excited to get on the ice with them. And no, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a cool little setup. And so far from the British players we have, I'm happy with our roster and our group so far. So I think it would be fun.
Yeah, I know Ryan's absolutely loved this. The gambler in him has really enjoyed this whole draft system and the trade and all that sort of stuff that went on with it. Yeah. Obviously playing down in Nottingham, beautiful building to play in, and we're going to be up against some tough opposition. You know, we have our old friends over in Sheffield and Nottingham and Coventry. I'm expecting it to be quite a intense series. I mean, we're going to be playing each other an awful lot over a short period of time, but you love playing in those games.
Oh yeah, those are my favorite type of games. Even throughout my career, I've always been known to kind of show up in the big tight games, and you know, when the lot's on the line, I usually perform pretty well. So, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Like I think, you know, I think there's some exhibition games, I think they're saying. So I feel like those are going to kind of be a little feeler and kind of get back on the ice for some of the guys that haven't been playing too much. But I think once that first season kicks off, I think people are going to realize pretty quick we're taking it serious, and we're there to win.
Spoken to, I mean, Zach especially mentioned that sometimes you can kind of get drawn into perhaps taking it for granted. Has this like break of this year off really like reset the mind? And I know it's going to have recharged the batteries, but everybody's going to be going out there and giving it flat out from shift number one.
Oh yeah, I know it's been a crazy year and stuff, but I've honestly taken it as a positive for me. I really kind of sat back. I had so much time to work on what I wanted to work on. I've been able to spend time with some family that I usually don't get to do. So I've took it as a positive. I've obviously loved the game, and it kind of recharges you and be like, okay, I don't want this happening again. I want to bring my best self over there. And so I always have a spot to play, because I missed the game a lot. So I think I use it as a positive, and I feel like I've done everything I can to kind of be at my top level, and I'm looking forward to get back out there.
I've seen some recent posts on your social media. You started to get out on the ice again. I mean, has that been tough to get any ice time, or has it been fairly easy?
Yeah, no, it's been really tough actually. You kind of have to go back to your roots a little bit and do a lot of stuff off the ice, and because all the rinks are closed, and even when the rinks were open, you're only allowed like a certain amount of people on the ice, and then they're closed, and they've been closed for the last like, I don't know, I'd say like 3-4 months, and then they just start and open again. So yeah, it's definitely been tough. I have a couple buddies that own like little shooting facilities and stuff that I get to like jump on out once in a while, but I just kind of had to take it back to the grassroots and stuff, and shoot pucks off the ice, find buildings to go into, and shoot pucks that way. I just kind of did everything I could in my like ability to kind of get ready.
Well, I'm absolutely chuffed. It's great to see you again. I mean, I love chatting to you, and I can't wait to actually watch you get out on the ice again for the Storm. And so only a couple of weeks to go now, and we hope to see you. Perhaps I say see you, but not see you. It's a difficult time. It'll be virtually, but have a safe trip over, Tyson. And thanks for joining me.
Oh no, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I miss you so much, and it's been good, man. Good to see you too. So I'm excited.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks. Take it easy.